Welcome to the G3 Live Show. I'm Galen, your host.
And I'm Kathy, your co-host. Today we're at Toku Sushi on Westheimer, and we'd love for you to join us for our next restaurant review. Thanks.
Okay.
Hi, thanks for each of you joining us inside at Tofu Restaurant. As you can see, it's got a fantastic ambiance. It starts with a sports bar, then a raw sushi bar in the back for all of you sushi lovers, and a nice fine dining area to end with. So come join us. Galen, isn't this wonderful? I said, I think this might be my favorite spot yet because I'm a true sushi lover.
Well, I hope so because I am hungry. Let's eat. What do we have
We're
here?
starting out with 2 appetizers today, and he said that over here is like I think, very different fish. We have a yellowfin tuna, we have an octopus, we have a sea bass, a salmon. It just looks delightful. And
now we're moving over here to Kathy's plate, and you have what?
I have ceviche. It's got an oyster on it and a variation of fish, including I think a little bit of lobster or shrimp on the front.
I like how they decorate the plate too.
I do too, but I say let's dive in. But first and foremost, you've got to use your chopsticks this time around.
I believe it.
And you also have to put a little bit of soy sauce.
I got my soy sauce.
Well, I have a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit more.
Well, this is straight soy sauce, or it's got the hot stuff in there. What do you call it?
Well, you put that in there yourself how much you want.
Oh,
It's
okay.
up to you. I'm going to put just a little bit right here. Wasabi, by the way.
Wasabi. Okay.
This is wasabi.
Okay.
And I'm going to start out with a piece of the salmon because I'm a huge salmon lover. This looks extremely fresh. What are you starting with?
I'm starting out with
Yellowfin tuna.
yellowfin tuna. That's exactly what I thought. Yellowfin tuna.
You got it. Okay, here goes. You give yours a try.
Okay, I'm having a rough time. This right here.
I hope
I'm
it
gonna
didn't
get-
get me taking that big bite. Mmm. This is extremely fresh. It's fantastic.
Well, I'm gonna get this yet.
Okay, put your fingers, kind of cross them over,
Cross them over.
and you go for it. Looks good.
Delicious. I've never had yellowfin tuna raw like this. Is it cooked a little
No,
bit?
no. Sushi's usually not cooked, Galen. Sometimes the eel is, but normally it's raw. And it's wonderful. It's one of the healthiest foods you can
Tastes
possibly
great to me.
eat. Well, I'm going for an oyster this time around, off the ceviche.
Now, what goes good with this
Very good.
is a glass of red wine. And what we have here, this red wine right here, we have a bottle Cabernet Sauvignon right here.
It's VR Con from I think it's from the Valley
Yes.
in California, Sonoma Valley, and it is a very full-bodied. I took a sip of mine earlier. It's a
And
very
it's-
full-bodied, fruity wine, and just absolutely fantastic.
And I like this. This is about $100 a bottle. Of course, yeah, it tastes great.
Well, we are privileged then.
What?
Thank y'all for joining us for the appetizer, and I think we now have the privilege to be meeting with the owner of the restaurant. His name is Ray,
Hi, how you doing?
and he has invited us here today. It's such a treat. We're at the sushi bar. He's just had this restaurant open for about 1 month under his ownership, and I have to say it is the freshest, most delightful sushi I've ever eaten. Ray, tell us a little bit about how you started in the restaurant business here in Houston.
Oh, I work in Houston 20 years in sushi restaurant. It's like the other place at close to Kirby and downtown area. So I start up this because of the bank told me in this location they are available, and then I feel pretty good on this area. But I tried out. Let's see how's that go.
Well, I hope it takes off great. And I live in this area, the Memorial Villages, and trust me, I'm going to recommend all my friends to come here. Tell us a little about what you have here at the sushi bar.
Pretty much everything's like tuna, salmon, yellowtail, and we have a difference is spicy albacore, and then of course we have some sea urchin and giant clam, and then sweet shrimp, that kind of stuff, very good. Today we have some oyster too, it's from Japan, that oyster.
Well, we're on our way into the VIP room. It looks fantastic for any type of function that you could be having, but I'm going to let Ray tell us a little bit about the seating capacity at this time.
It's 40 people on the bigger size of room, and then on the top of a little bit like a penthouse, it's like 10 to 12 people. So if we're doing some catering party like like buffet style, brunch style, we can carry around 60 people here too.
Well, I think that's a perfect size room for any fun event you're planning.
Entrees, yes, I've been waiting for these entrees for a while now since we had this great appetizer.
Well, the sushi was wonderful, but this looks absolutely delightful as well. I've got the sea bass, and what did they say you had today?
I have the rack of lamb, or ram rack.
Well, it looks
How about
wonderful.
ram rack? It
You
looks
try
great.
yours, and I'll try mine, and then we'll trade off. How's that?
I tell you what, I'm glad I have a fork and knife because I don't think the chopsticks would do too good on that.
I don't think so either. Let me see how you're going to eat anyway, Galen. I'm going to dig into this sea bass. It looks wonderful.
Oh, yes. Now, this is cooked a little medium right there.
Mine is a pan-seared or semi with asparagus, and it has a macadamia nut sauce on it, which is, I've never had on sea bass, and it's a very interesting taste, and I really like it.
Oh, I like that too. This right here is a taste of like charred broiled right there. It tastes really good. It's really lean. The lamb is real lean. It tastes so good.
Great.
There's no fat in here whatsoever.
And I'm sure all of y'all know that sea bass is a flaky fish, and they did a
Yes.
very good job. It's extremely flaky.
I've got to try some of that. Sea bass.
It's wonderful. Get a little bit of macadamia nut sauce in it, though. It really makes the
I
fish.
think that's
Gives
what I
it a
have
unique
also,
taste.
macadamia sauce.
I don't think yours is macadamia nut.
delicious. So good, so good.
Yours is the honey.
This has been a great meal here. Don't you think?
I think the food was fantastic, and the ambiance was even better. Great atmosphere, a little bit of everything. You got a sushi bar, you have a VIP room,
And
a fine dining area,
And the service is great.
and
Live, and I'm so glad you were here to watch our whole show today. And
thanks very much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. And once again, come out and give Toku on Westheimer exactly what is the address here. Do you have it?
10,001 West.
Let me confirm that. I have a card.
I'm Galen, your host.
And I'm Kathy, your co-host, and thanks very much for joining us today.
We're out of here.